This project I'm going to do videos in tiers. The page that you're looking at right now is basically a landing page, and all of those smiley faces are links to open up other pages. Basically, it's going to be a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday kind of scenario. And for each day of the week, it's got its own page that's going to open, and it's going to have its own little lesson with some little JavaScript thing that I'm going to do. But right now, this particular video is just going to be about how to make this and the 3 different style sheets that go along with it. This that you're looking at right now is pulling the small.css style sheet, and they're all external style sheets. As I stretch my window, this is now pulling the medium.css style sheet, and as I pull it a little bit wider, it's going to grab the large.css external style sheet any day now. Serious, there we go. So at full width of my monitor, there's the large. Okay, let me just get out of this and just focus on the 3 style sheets. I'm focusing on the 3 style sheets. I'm not even focusing on the web page right now. Small.css, this is what I've got going on for the body. Now I'm going to try to make this fast, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight each individual style, and you can pause the video and copy the styles. Again, this style is called small.css. So go on ahead for the body, pause the video, and copy the style. Alright, if you're done with that, we're going to go on to the next part. Here's pound center. Pause the video and copy all of the styles for pound center. Alright, if you're done with that, I'm going to move on. Next, I'm going to highlight the iframe, styles for the iframe. So pause the video and copy the iframe styles. Okay, and hopefully you were done with that, because next I've got styles for the image. So pause the video and copy all of those. Alright, next I'm going to move down here to this note, because I think you might be able to use it. So pause the video and give yourself this note. It has to do with box shadow order and what each section actually deals with. So pause it, copy it, and then we'll move on. Alright, hopefully you're done with that, and we're almost finished. The last little section I'm going to highlight deals with the links. You have a link, a visited, a hover, and a active. So pause the video and copy all of those. And then I'll move on to the medium CSS. Alright, hoping you're done with all that, I'm moving on to the medium CSS now. So now we're in medium.css. Pause the video and copy the new body styles. Okay, moving on to the next. Next, you're going to pause the video and copy the new styles for ID center. As you see, pound center here. Pause it, copy it, and we'll move on. Alright, now I'm moving on. Here's the styles for the iframe in the medium.css. Pause it and copy it. Alright, I'm moving on. Here's the styles for the image in the medium.css. Pause it, copy it, because I'm getting ready to move on. Alright, now that you're done with that, you don't have to copy this again because it's the same. You can if you want to, but basically you can copy and paste this from the small CSS. And lastly, there's the A link, A visited, A hover, and A active. I don't believe any of these have changed. You can double check, but I don't believe any of these have changed. So you can pause and copy it, or copy it and paste it from the small.css. Okay, if you're done with this, what you can do is you can copy and paste the medium.css to a new file and name it large CSS, and then make the changes as you go along. That way you'll have less typing to do. You'll just have to type the changes. So now we're going to move to the large CSS. Now that you're in the large CSS, make sure that your body styles are the same as these. So make the changes as you need to from the medium CSS to the large. Alright, moving on now. Make sure that pause your video and make sure that your changes for the pound center, which stands for ID of center, make sure all of those changes are the same as these. I'm moving on now. Alright, here's your new changes for the iframe for your large.css. And lastly, or no, not lastly, we have some styles for A, img. So the link and the img are sharing these styles. So pause and make sure you've got all of this. Alright, moving on. There's that same thing. And again, this should all be the same. So just make sure that you've got this in your large.css. Okay, so I'm going to stop this video. You have created in this video small.css, medium.css, and large.css. Save these on your desktop or in a folder. I think a good idea would be to create a folder called Style or Styles, and then put these CSS files in that folder that you want to name Style or Styles. The next video that I do is going to actually have open index.html, or you can just call it index.html. It's going to be the code for this page itself. So I'm going to stop here, and the next video will be dealing with this page.